Hey there everybody, today I'll be talking about Vinsmoke Reiju. It's not one of my favourite decks, I haven't played it yet, but my friend of mine has play tested it and she's done a very good job with it, which surprised me because I was using Yamato, I've been using Rob Lucci, I've even chucked Gecko Moria against it. So this is one of the few play tests I've had with this. So it's a 4 life leader, blue purple, 5000 attack, and during your turn once per turn, when a Don card on your field is returned to the Don deck, draw 1 card. Simple and very effective, especially with the deck mechanic. So, first things first, we'll start with the 2k counters. So I'll have Kaya. Everyone knows Kaya from, well, most of the Nami decks. So I'll just alter my camera a bit. There we go. So on play, draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards from your hand. Aim with the Reiju deck is to get the low cost characters and some of the high cost ones into your trash. And we'll go into that into a second as I go along. So for the Kaya, then we have the Vinsmoke Sora. Apparently it's actually a lot more rare than just being uncommon. So these are a 2k counter at cost of 1, 0 attack. And on play, trash 1 card from your hand. If the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field, add up to 1 of the Vinsmoke family type character cards with 4k power or less from your trash to your hand. As far as I'm aware, nobody really uses that effect, but it is there if it is needed. It's a 2k counter at the end of the day. Then we have the cost 2 Vinsmoke Reiju. 2000 attack, counter of 1000, activate main, Don -1. You may trash this character. If your leader has the Germa 66 type, play up to 1 Vinsmoke Reiju with a cost of 4 from your hand or trash. Preferably from your trash, but it can be from your hand as well. This is why you ditch so many cards from your hand with Kaya or counter if the opponent's attacking you, ditching cards and using your counters. Second, I'll play 2 of the Vinsmoke Yonji. The cost 2, 1000 counter, 2000 attack, activate main, Don -1. Same again with Vinsmoke Reiju. If your leader has the Germa 66, play up to 1 Vinsmoke Yonji with a cost of 4 from your hand or trash. Again, preferred from trash if the cost 4 is in your trash. Depends on your situation. Then we have Vinsmoke Niji. Same again, but 1000 counter, cost of 3 and 3000 attack. Activate main, these effects are all activate main. Don -1. You may trash this character. If you have a leader with Germa 66, play up to 1 Vinsmoke Niji with a cost of 5 from your hand or trash. Then we have Vinsmoke Ichiji, 4 of these. 1000 counter, cost of 4, 4000 attack. Again, -1 Don. Trash it. If your leader has the Germa 66, search for the Vinsmoke, cost of 7 from your hand or trash, and bring it to the field. 4 of those. 2 of the No Charlotte Pudding, and by God, this is irritating as hell. It really, really is. It's one of those where it's great when you're using it, but horrible when used against you. Especially if you have a really good hand, and I think everyone by now has probably witnessed this at least once or twice. So, cost of 4, 1000 counter, 4000 attack. On play, your opponent returns all cards in their hand to their deck, shuffles their deck, then they draw 5. So it basically restarts the game for them in a sense. 2 of them, I was tempted to put 3 of them in, just to really annoy everyone else, if I was to use it, or my friend was. The cost for Vinsmoke Yonji, it's a blocker. If the number of Don cards in your field is equal to or less than the number of your opponent's field, the character gains 1000 power, therefore putting it on 6. Similar to Borsellino, but this card can be KO'd. So 1000 counter, cost of 4, and between 5 and 6000 attack, depending on the situation. So I'll play 2 of those, because again, they can pop up anywhere, anytime. The all looked and sought out card is the Vinsmoke Reiju at the cost of 4. That's my phone. 5000 attack, 1000 counter. On play, if the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than the number on your opponent's side, and you have 5 or less cards, you then draw 2 cards. So draw 2 cards if your Don are the same as your opponent. Don is equal to or less, and you've got 5 cards or less. So you're drawing 2 cards, and the maximum you can have is 7. But bear in mind, when you minus a Don, for any effect, if you've got 5 or less, this one kicks in as well, the ability of your leader, once per turn. Then I play 3 of the Vinsmoke Niji, cost 5, 1000 counter, 6000 attack. On play, if the number of Don cards on your field is equal to or less than your opponent's, choose one of the effects below. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less, or return up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. Good for blockers. Good for getting rid of the opponent's blockers. Next we have one of my all-time favourite purple characters. Queen. Cost 5 blocker, 6000 attack, 1000 counter. Don -1, again it can work with Reiju's ability as well. Draw 2 cards and then trash 1 card. This ability will come first over Reiju's. So if this puts you from 4 cards to 6, you're -1 to 5. With the Don being minused, Reiju's ability kicks in. And then you get... Oh no, sorry, just draw a card in general for your leader. I misread that. But that's my fault. So, 4 of these. Still one of the best purple blockers you'll ever get your hands on. And it's super rare because it belongs in the starter deck. Then we have the cost 7 Vinsmoke Ichiji. On play, if the Don is equal to or less than your opponent. You can then select one of your opponent's characters and minus their attack by 2000 power, and he gains rush. Horrible last minute thing people throw against you. I've had it done to me a few times and it's just won them the game. Now play 2 of the Vinsmoke Judge. Cost of 8, no counter, 8000 attack. On play, -1 Don. You may trash 2 cards from your hand, and if Reiju's ability hasn't been used already, you draw 1 anyways. Play up to 4 Germa 66 type characters with different card names and under 4000 power from your trash. So you basically just bring back Reiju, Ichiji, and the rest of them. There's only 4 in there anyways. To your field, and then activate main, -1 Don, rest up to one of your opponent's Don, and so on. And then you activate all the abilities of your lower cost Vinsmoke crew, aka Power Rangers. A lot of people saying that nowadays. Next, we've got for Kingdom of Germa, the cost of 1. Trash 1 card from your hand and rest the stage. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 type, including 1 character including Germa. So is it 1 character? Sorry, I haven't read this card properly. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with the type including Germa, and add it to your hand. So it can be an event as well. And then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Right. So you play 4 of those. It is basically a must, because it helps with your discarding and everything else. And on top of that, the only event I actually play in this deck is the Germa 66. Cost of 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 type including Germa, add it to your hand, and the rest go to the bottom of your deck in any order. I don't really know what to think of her, even though I do like playing purple decks, but she could be really annoying and somewhat overpowering, because once you've discarded your lower cost ones for the bigger ones, you've got a right combo of irritating attacks and effects coming at you. So Reiju, Judge, Ichiji, Yonji and Niji, once they're all on the field at once with the Judge's effect, if your opponent can't go absolute KO and swing next turn, they're going to be in for a hell of a ride. Other than that, it's a cool deck, it's fun. It depends on what other builds are out there, they can be quite competitive. Other than that, it's just something I slapped together in the space of 15-20 minutes and chucked it on the battlefield. Other than that, thank you for listening, and definitely any advice back on this would be much appreciated. Other than that, take it easy folks, and bye for now.